Hello and welcome to the news according to Mike C. For those of you that have been following, this is a blog about news and current affairs. It's based on the story about the email and web use to be monitored under new government law. Internet firms to give intelligence agencies access to your information in real time. Basically, you know, this is including all your web activities, as I said in my last blog. Just a quick update, really. What they're doing, the ministers are actually marketing this as just a simple, like a modernisation, an update of the existing system. But really, as I see it, they want to extend their power and their ability to spy on people. It's not monitoring people, it is spying. There's no other word for it. It's spying on people. Yeah, as I've recently found out, a wide range of security firms already have access to this sort of information. You got financial service authorities, like trying to find out information about insider trading, that sort of thing. You've got pension regulators, NHS trusts, and environmental agencies. Why an environmental agency needs that sort of information, I don't know. And also a vast number of government agencies, none of which I actually know the names of, but I'm working on that, and I will hopefully get that information for you as soon as possible. Under this new law, more internet service providers forced to store all your communication data. Now this is going to put an extra cost factor on their business to run it, which, you know, in turn will probably make the internet more expensive in the long run, because they've got to store all this data on a massive database. A few figures for you, and in 2010 a total of 552,550 requests were made for this security data. That's over 500,000 requests to see this, you know, sensitive information about people. That's a lot. It doesn't actually specify how many of these requests are actually granted, but it's still a staggering figure, no matter how you look at it. The Internet Service Providers Association said any change in the law must be proportionate, respect freedom of expression and the privacy of users, which I agree. But you know, this new system, it is flawed. I mean, it's widely open to fraud and misuse. The wrong sorts of people could get hold of this information quite easily. You know, you read and you hear all the time about hackers hacking these systems. There is no way to keep it 100% safe, frankly. Anyone that tells you it is 100% safe, they're lying. It's open to fraud and misuse. They'd be able to get, under the new law, they'd be able to get sensitive information about celebrities, government ministers, high-powered business people, and, you know, most significantly, you know, ordinary people like you and me. They're thinking of, they're extending their powers for sort of Facebook, Skype, Twitter, all your social media sites. And they're hoping that they're going to catch serious criminals that use Facebook, Skype and Twitter. Now, call me a wally or something, but in my opinion, I don't think, you know, serious Al-Qaeda terrorists and organised criminal gangs are going to be using Facebook, Skype and Twitter to coordinate all their criminal activities. If anything, you're just going to catch the stupid criminals, not the real serious ones that have, you know, potential to hurt the public. Also, there was a interesting quote from Professor Anthony Glees, and he is a director of the Centre of Security and Intelligence Studios at the University of Buckingham. He said that there were a lot of dangerous people out there, and the police needed to be lawful, keep up with the massive flow, lawfully keep up with the massive flow of information out there on Facebook and the internet. It's just scaring people, basically scaring people unnecessarily. You know, scaremongering into getting us to agree. Yeah, what's to stop criminals hacking this huge database and using the information for their own ends? We already know that journalists bribe people for the information. They could probably easily get hold of that. And also the final question I'll put to you is, if this all goes through, would it also serve the other way around? Would the government allow the public to spy on their online activities? I seriously doubt that. I don't think that will ever happen. And if it does, I'll eat my hat. So yeah, that's basically all the updates I have for you. Stay tuned. There'll be lots more on this subject, no doubt about that. And I'm going to sign off. So this is the news according to Mike C. I'm Mike C, and that was the news. Take care.